Talk about what Detroit Lions rookie must have a good season for the Lions to be successful. It's imperative for them to perform well for the Lions to have success this year. And like I said before, we counting on a lot of year one and year two players to come in and do the job. All right, like our success is pretty much predicated on their performance and their development. But let's talk about the one rookie that we gotta have to step up. In my opinion, it ain't Okudah, it ain't Swift, it ain't the kid, the defensive tackle from Utah State, or the kid we took Ohio State, or Jason Huntley. My answer is two people. It's not Julian Okwara. It's not no undrafted tight end out of Washington. It's two. It's two. And it's Jonah Jackson and Stenberger, the guards. They have to play well year one for the Lions to be successful. And I don't think it's debatable. You know, I know people, let's kind of go with the cases that people going to want to make for some players. People going to want to make a case for Okudah. Well, we got to have coverage in the back end, and if Okudah don't play well, we won't win. Well, look at the Eagles. They didn't have no good corners when they won the Super Bowl. They had to push up front. Their front seven was so good that they was able to do it. Some people say DeAndre Swift. My answer to that would be like, I like him a lot, you know, but even when the Lions have been successful, it's been off the strength of Matthew Stafford's arm. You know what I'm saying? And also, you have some alternatives to him, which is Johnson, Scarborough, Johnson, Tyler, Ty, and Huntley. You know what I'm saying? So you have alternatives. You want to talk about Okoro, you have an alternative. Antonio Brown, a lot of the guys like him. I don't see it right now, but a lot of guys like him that he could bring some electricity off the edge. You got Collins still. You know what I'm saying? You got some alternatives to pass rushers. Okay, I think Okoro is going to come in and do well. His brother Miro, hopefully I'm saying his name right. Shout out to the Nigerian brothers. You know what I'm saying? So you got some alternatives there. I mean, you know, you talking about the D tackle out of Utah State. You know, you got some alternatives. Nick Williams, Deshaun Hand. You know, you got Danny Shelton. So you have some alternatives that's there. Who else we didn't miss so far? You know, but we got alternatives there. But in the guard position, unless we bring in Larry Warford, ain't no alternatives. Dow and Wiggins are completely trash. They trash. Stenberg, if he anything good, he should win that position. Jonah Jackson, I know he gonna win his spot. But they are the key to DeAndre Swift having a great season. They are the key to Jeff Okudah having a great season. And people are like, man, what is this CJ talking about? How two offensive linemen key for a cornerback? How are they key, you know, for DeAndre Swift? Well, they got to open up the holes. If the Lions are able to run the ball and preserve the clock, the defense is going to be playing a lot more relaxed and relaxed. The defense is going to be able to play how they want to play, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to control the clock, you're able to score 7 instead of 3 and outs, and your running back is able to eat up the ground, and they're able to run north and south, not just east and west, but they're able to get north and south, and those guards and Ragnar or road graders, and they opening up the holes for the running backs. That means Okudah won't be out there for that many snaps. That means the D tackle Panizzi won't be out there. That means Julian Okwara will be able to pin his ears back because teams going to be playing from behind, or they're going to be playing, you know, with urgency because the Lions is eating up the clock. They're eating up the clock. That means they're going to have to pass more. That means he'd get to pin his ears back, and they'd be able to eat. That means the quarterback can have pressure to go point for point and blow for blow with the Lions and look for big chunk plays. That means Okudah have a lot more routes to jump and have more chance to intercept the ball and get turnovers. Same thing for Coleman. Same thing for everybody out there. Walker. Those offensive guards is one. The interior of the line and the line in general. That is the key for the Lions to be successful. Moving forward, straight up and down. That is a huge, huge key for them to be successful. I mean, ain't no two ways around it. They control the clock. They control the biggest lock that's been on the Detroit Lions on the franchise. They control all that. If they're able to unlock the running game, that helps the entire team out. And also, more important than the running game, they are going to be the key to Matthew Stafford having a good season. If they don't block and they allow people to get north and south, remember, the quickest way to the quarterback is straight up the middle. And they're able to secure the interior of the line where no pass rusher is getting up the middle and getting after the quarterback. That means Stafford is probably going to have a good year and have a clean pocket to step up to and throw a lot of touchdowns too and just make a lot of plays. So those are the two that I think that really got to get up to speed. A lot of people won't think of a third or fourth and the fifth round draft pick is going to be up to speed. But I said it lead up to the draft, and a little bit of work I did do before the channel got hacked, is that you can find really good interior linemen late in the draft. The tackles are the ones that's kind of hard to find. The blind side tackles, the left tackles, or if you're a left-handed quarterback, the right tackles. The blind side tackles are the ones that you historically want to get up there and take. The athletes, you know what I'm saying? But those are the two that gotta have an instant impact. They gotta be successful. They gotta do their job well, and they can't afford to make no mistakes. They can't. They can't afford to miss a block and Stafford get fucked up in the middle. They can't afford not to be good in the run game and open up holes. But the good thing for Jackson and the good thing for Stenberg, they're playing next to one of the best centers in all of football in Frank Ragnow. You get to tap on his shoulder and ask them this. They get to learn from the best. I think he's one of the best 5 centers in the league right now. You get to learn from the best. And on each side of them, on the other side of them, to the left and to the right, you got veterans. You got Decker. You got Big V. So at the end of the day, those are the two guys. The two guys that got to handle their business, man. Because if DeAndre don't handle his business, guess what? He got Kerryon, Bo, Ty, Huntley. In a lot of situations, and I'm going to say this about the running back position, in a lot of situations, we seen in Denver where Royce Freeman went earlier, and a lot of people wanted Royce Freeman out of Oregon for the Lions a few years ago. He went earlier. The undrafted free agent, the local guy, Philip Lindsay, he went ham. He the workhorse now. So don't be surprised if DeAndre Swift get up supplanted by Jason Huntley. Because I watched his highlights the other day. That boy bad. New Mexico State, New Mexico, Arizona, Alaska University, Rutgers, wherever he played at, Alabama, he had talent. Anybody you see erasing lines or angles, that's a bad boy. But he got a security blanket. Look at Jeff Okudah. If he don't play well, hey, he got Amani and he got Mike Ford. He got a security blanket. Okura, he got a security blanket. Collins can rush off the edge. Romeo Okura can rush off the edge. They got a few guys that can get it off the edge. You know what I'm saying? Huntley, we just spoke about the running back position. Panensi, he got some guys in front of him that can help him and that can take his place if he don't do well. But the two guys who don't have that, they don't have that safety net, it's the two guards they started. If it's going to be Dallin Wiggins in there, we're going to drown in our own tears this year. And that's kind of why I'm a promoter of bringing Larry Warford in. Even if it's for a 1-year deal and then you can plug Berger in. I think Jonah Jackson is going to plug and play. The thing about Stenberg, he nasty, but he got to get stronger. You can tell by his body, he really, really narrow. He just got to get stronger. That's why I kind of for him a year or two to get stronger. And then I think he'll be in the ball game. But hey, that's my opinion. Let me know what are the imperative rookies your imperative rookie that have to perform well. Mine is the guards. I'm gonna take him as a peer for number one. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, card response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal. Shout out to Brent, man, for the donation, man. I appreciate Brent, man. I had to look into my PayPal account. It was Brent that donated. I appreciate the love via PayPal. Keep sharing the videos. Cash App there, PayPal. But the best way you can donate, man, I wish I know who all share the videos. That's the best donation you can make one time for the one time we go.